so much. Yeah, I love my mom, and you wouldn't want anyone to be sad right now. She would be happy to see all of your lovely faces just gathered here and having a good time together. That being said, there's a bunch of food in the back in the PER lounge. Eat, drink, have fun, converse, be merry. And if anyone wants to pay anything, you have to do it.
It's weird being up here because I'm usually like right here. There are some plants. Everybody who knows Karen knew that she absolutely adored plants. She was a plant lady, and she wanted to share that with everybody at her memorial. So there are some plants over on the table. There's succulents, so you can neglect them for very long periods of time, and they just need a little bit of love every now and then. There's some magnets over there that talk about grief and what our perception is of grief and kind of what the reality is. That are plant themed, so I knew that she would love that. So feel free to take some of that home with you and remember her in your hearts. She absolutely, the last few months, we had a whole lot of conversations, and her main thing was not to be sad, not to grieve, enjoy her life, enjoy music, enjoy friendship, enjoy community, because those were the things that really mattered the most in the end. So
Brandon, she loved you.
make new friends and
Always
keep the old and
love you and think positive. Keep loving her and talk to her. She's up there listening.
yep.
Okay?
So have fun. Feel free to come up and talk, tell cool stories about Karen. She would love that.
All right.
I already posted this, but good thing I wrote it down. Hi, my name is Greg Brenner. I am the founder of Punk Rock Night. Hi.
Greg Brenner.
Every Saturday night here's Molly and it's Punk Rock Night. Check out the site, punkrocknight.com. Well, that's pretty much how we met. We're getting here to celebrate the life of Karen Chapman. Although many of us, she was simply Karen O. Karen was a fixture for much of the early years. You know, it's online.
You got this. Great.
God, I'm getting old.
Stop crying, pussy.
Christ. All right. Karen was a fixture for much of the early years. I referred to her as the godmother of the scene for her role in building PRN all those years ago. She's a big supporter. Karen was more than a friend. She was a fixture. Karen didn't watch the shows. She lived them. Always up front, asterisk. And schmoozing with the bands. She had a way of making every musician feel like they mattered. Like what they were doing was important. Sure. Yeah. Wait.
I'll read it, and you can act it out.
She says things better than I.
Okay.
Would you just take it from the top?
All right. Hi, my name is Greg Brenner, and I'm the founder of Punk Rock Night. Today, we gather to celebrate the life of Karen Chapman, though to many of us, she was simply Karen O. Karen was a fixture at PRN for much of the early years. I referred to her as the godmother of the scene for her role in building PRN all those years ago. She was more than a friend, she was a fixture, and she didn't just watch the shows, she lived them. Always up front and schmoozing with the bands. She had a way of making every musician feel like they mattered, and like what they were doing was important, because to Karen, it was. Punk rock wasn't just music, it was community, it was connection, a way of life, and she embodied it. If Punk Rock Night is about anything, it's about the people who make it feel like a home, occasionally to my own chagrin. Yours, not mine. Well, mine too, actually. Karen did that for countless fans and bands. She welcomed newcomers, supported the regulars, and stood by this scene through the highs and lows. She loved loud guitars, cheap beer and wine, and a room full of friends. Her voice was unmistakable. And I could always pick it out in a crowd. Screaming at the bands or lecturing me on life, she attempted to keep the chaos on track to continue. Losing Karen hurts, obviously, since you couldn't finish reading this. The crowd, alas the world, will feel a little thinner without her. If you knew her, you knew she wouldn't want us to stop the music. She'd want to keep going, keep showing up, and keep supporting the scene and each other. As we continue down the road, we will always carry that spark and fun of knowing Karen. Even experiences of anger, you will now laugh at and treasure the experience and wisdom it brought you. I once was so mad that I changed her name in my phone as a warning. This is true. I kept it because it made us laugh when I told her. She played a lot of games in life and played them very well. I am wiser because of her. Now that Karen has passed, I will still carry her spark of life, sing a little louder, dance a little harder, and live a little freer. Thank you, Karen, for everything you gave us. The scene is better because you were in it. Now, there is a postscript to this. So, well, that's it. That's my eulogy, Greg's eulogy. But I want to share with you a quick note on Karen's death. Karen and Greg spoke many times through her illness, and when she kind of was getting towards the end, and he said, I got someone for you to talk to. So she had a good head, and so he connected her with his lawyer and longtime friend Clark, and they definitely planned for her death with some estate planning, and it's made the transition much easier for everyone. So that it'll be a lasting benefit to Brandon. She's a smart cookie, and you should be as well. And since PRN has been going for 25 years, and we have experienced and dealt with more than our fair share of deaths, many with no estate planning, if you really love people, you will do this for them. So follow Karen's example and make a will and do some estate planning, and Greg knows a guy if you need it. So,
I do.
Yes. But seriously, people always think, I don't have anything, but there's this commercial that we always hear for this mortuary in California. They're like, you don't trust your sister-in-law to plan Thanksgiving, so why would you expect her to plan your funeral? You know what I mean? And so it's true. So whatever your wishes are, even if you don't have anything, if you want people to gather, if you don't want people to gather, just put it out there. You know what I mean? Let people know, so that, and just talk about it. Tell people. Yes.
And what you don't want.
Yeah, what you want, what you don't want, just tell people, and just, do it when you're healthy. Do it when you're healthy.
Not as awkward as you think
Yeah.
it's going to be.
So, since we've experienced a lot of death without estate planning, this one has been easier to deal with because of it.
Well, Karen had a knack of dragging me into everything. So, it's just one of these people that come along and are just like, all right, you know what? I'm not going to be friends with this other person anymore, and that is not an option. You're going to be a friend with this person, whether you like it or not. So, we have definitely had our ups and downs, and, but, I think as a result of that, I am, I help, get all of this stuff ready to transition for you, dude, and so that over here is going to help administer, anything that goes on here, and so, and I think we did it really well. And I'm really proud of the job that, everybody, it took a whole community to bring all of this together, but we brought it together so expertly and beautiful. You really made it easy on everybody. Everybody working together and coming together like that has really helped out with this. So, thank you to everybody for doing this. So, and being here and just celebrate. And, you at home that can't make it. Thank you for being here. And, so this was kind of what it was all about. I'm glad that there's all these youths that are coming along and making new bands. These guys, they couldn't get into the bar. They used to hang out in front of the bar and not open up the curtain so people could watch the bands.
Church wives.
Yeah, and they formed this. They were just a bunch of little kids. So it's been a long time, and so you see a lot of. You experience a lot of deaths throughout the whole, as a result of doing so many people doing rock and roll and such, and so it's I'm good at it. I mean, not that I'm out for hire. Or did anybody die? Don't anybody die? That's the easiest way to go about things. So, and if you do die, plan. Thank you. Please, somebody up here, come up here and stop me talking. You're going to be here for like 4 more hours. Q&A. No questions. No media. Elvis has left the building.
Hi, everybody. I'm Pamela.
Hi, Pamela.
Hi,
Like yours.
Brandon, you and I haven't met. We've texted, but I just wanted to send my condolences to you and know that you've always been in my thoughts and prayers, and I love you. And you are so loved by everyone here and people that aren't here. So thinking big time for you. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome. I just wanted to share that through this experience with Karen, when she was diagnosed and sick, the attitude that she carried, the strength, the bravery, the stoicness, the humor, the sweet smile, the stories, everything. She just was remarkable. To where when I had to leave her, I didn't want to leave because I just wanted to take all that energy in with me and learn from it. So she was a teacher through it all. And also I want to share, there's so much, but I'll just keep it short. Liz, U and E. And she's just walking in the door. I'm shy and I got up here to talk, and I wanted to share a few things with Brandon and about you, Miss E, and Bliss, and other ladies that are here. But you too, Mason, Claire, there's a lot, Jamie Spice, a lot of you. But Liz, you were our leader through a really heavy time, and you were, again, stoic and strong. You had so much knowledge, and you guided us through this and advocated like no other for Karen. It was amazing.
Here, here.
So, everything that you've done and did, and your constant care and love and loyalty and kindness is truly amazing and remarkable. I'm just so grateful that I got to be friends with some remarkable women that I hope that you're in my life forevermore. You're truly great. Judy and Chris, I love you guys too, both. It was fun taking you to see Karen, and we get chocolate malts and take them to Karen, and I'm going to have a chocolate malt date with you soon. But we are praying and loving and thinking about you both too, so our hearts are with you too. But thanks for listening, everybody.
I'll share a story. Well, I spent a lot of time with Karen in the last few years. I've known Karen for 30 years. I think she was like, Brandon was 5 when I met her. We lost touch for a while. We reconnected, and when she started needing help with stuff, I worked in healthcare, and so it's my second nature. I just jump in and help with things, and everybody. I got a lot of people that were like, "It must be really hard," but Karen approached all of this with so much grace and dignity. I always, Karen was the cool friend. Karen had the cool shoes, and Karen had the good advice most of the time. And, she was a little bit older than me, so I looked up to her so much. And this just elevated that to a whole different level. She had grace and dignity, and Karen Chapman, the one we all know and love, had an enormous amount of dignity and just love. She loved the life that she had, the opportunities that she had, the friendships she had. She asked about so many of you in the last weeks. She asked about Marv specifically the last week that I was with her and Shar. She was always wanting to make sure that everybody else was okay. And I think that more than anything is a lesson to take away. I lost a wonderful friend. You guys did. Lost a wonderful daughter, mom, friend. But we've gained community. We've gained friends. If you haven't, then that's your homework for tonight, is to leave here knowing one more person in the universe who cares. Karen didn't hang out with dummies. She didn't hang out with, she hung out with good people, and people who care, and people who show up when it matters the most. And that's what I see in this room. And when you are grieving, when you are struggling, when things just seem really awful, when we are living through the stupidest time in the universe, these are the people who matter most. The people that have shown up, the people that have stood by your side, the people who keep coming back time and time again. So let's just try to do that for each other. And I promised her specifically, you are on my radar, and I will check in with you as much as I check in with my own boys. And you're just a part of the bigger family now. It's the chosen family that you're stuck with. Sorry. Good girl. She was impressive.
That was lovely.
Oh,
That was lovely. Thank you.
yeah.
We all good.
That's the big that was the last Sunday.
Alright, I guess enjoy food, hang out, enjoy each other's company. That's what Mom would like.
Absolutely.
Anybody else want to say anything? We good? I might say something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, should I introduce myself like Greg did? I'm Reverend Peyton. Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band.
Oh, yeah. I know
Big Damn
that.
Band.com.
BigDamnBand.com. Yeah. I've been a musician full time, making my living doing this for almost 20 years. My very first real rock show was here at the LEM, which is pretty cool. And if I'm being honest, Karen was a big part of our success early on, I think. Music is one of those things that it's like, as a tree falls in the woods, does anybody hear it if no one's there, right? If you make music and no one's there to hear it, does it really matter? Does it really exist? I don't know. But Karen, back in those first days when we first started, was like the ultimate seamster. She was everywhere, and she was out there spreading the word, saying good things about us. And early on, she got in the van with us and traveled with us. She helped us with music videos. The last few years, we haven't seen her a lot. We've been busy, and I feel bad about that. All I got to say is that that part of my life was, I look back and it was a very positive part of my life, and Karen was a wild ass that was a big part of it, And I got to say too that it's later than you think, and I regret that I haven't seen her as much in the last few years. I feel bad about that. And you can say you're busy or whatever, but life gets in the way, things like that. But it's later than you think. It's always later than you think. But I just have lots of positive memories about Karen. And a music scene doesn't exist without people like Karen that are showing up and supporting and being a part of that. You can have as many bands as you. The bands almost are secondary to people like that. They're actually enjoying it, spreading the word, and showing up. Because, like I say, it doesn't matter if no one's there. She was always there, especially back in those days. So, anyway, I just wanted to say that, and it's good to see some of the folks here, and it's good to be back in the Melody Inn. It's like a temple to this sort of thing, and. Anyway, to Karen O. To Karen O. And to Brandon. I know Karen loved Brandon, and I'm sure everyone said that, but it can't be said enough, buddy. So anyway, thank you for letting me say that.
Okay, eat food. Thank you, Ray.
She would get like one word out, and it just would be a
Good job.
And someday she was able to like, I don't want to diet Coke. Girl, I don't get too much diet Coke. And then she was like, oh, sure. And I was like, well, I try not to go she was
Just one quick second. I have a question. Are we done live casting? Is that it? Or is there anything else that I should expect that I should live cast? Are we done live casting? Anybody have anything?
It'll still be there.
Is anybody going to do the songs or anything like that? Is the question posed to you that are here?
I know that people were asked, but I don't know if anybody actually.
All right. Leave it for a little bit? Yeah. All right. We're going to take a pause and we're going to play some fine music by Hubert. Hubert is our DJ tonight, and in respect to Karen. And should I stop the live feed? Should I stop the live feed? Yes. All right. Goodbye to everybody at home. Cheers to Karen. And we love you.
And it really should be true when I roll.